Good afternoon, everyone. Here we are at the Volpe Forum at Merrimack College here in Andover. Today's game, brought to you by Advanced Video Productions, will be between Taunton Tigers of Taunton and Chelmsford Lions of Chelmsford. Today, doing the commentary with Bob Kilroy, will be Jack Silk. Jack, what do you think? It looks like it's going to be kind of a cold, wintry day here.
Yeah, well, it looks like we can count on a lot of offense from Chelmsford, certainly. Taunton, Bob, I think, is seeded 16th. Is that right?
I think they're even seeded a little bit more than that.
Against Chelmsford's 5th seed. So we're looking for a good, solid hockey game. And the ice looks like it's in terrific condition today.
As we look around here, Jack, we see a few people that are starting to come in. Hopefully we'll get a little bit bigger crowd than what we have, but I'm sure the weather has something to do with it. Today's two teams are one's at the bottom of the seat, as Jack said, and the other one is in the top echelon of the Division I. We have a club here, Taunton High School, that has a great goalie, just brought up to Division I this year. Used to play in Division II, and it's had some ups and downs, but they have made the tournament. Their record is 8-4, Jack. And
is that B.J. Bailey you're talking about in the net forum, Bob?
There we go, B.J. Bailey, and believe me, you'll hear a lot of his name today. He's a little goalie and a big factor in this team, and the reason why they're in here is because of this junior's acrobatic works. He's made tremendous amounts of saves through a lot of good games, and his goals against average is 3.04. So this boy is good, Jack. He's got 92% of the shots taken on him, he's saved.
That's incredible for a high school goalie, I'm telling you. He's going to see a lot of rubber tonight, this afternoon, I should say. So let's see how he does against Chelmsford.
The lineups, tentative lineups for today's game, as we're coming down to game time, Jack, could you give that Taunton roster, and I'll give the Chelmsford. And we say tentative because Chelmsford is kind of changing things around a little bit.
Yeah, I guess the Chelmsford lines are still aren't resolved or aren't mature as game time approaches, but it looks like the first line for Taunton is going to be Dunderdale, Kilpatrick, and DeRosa as the forwards. Second line includes either Matthews or Meaden on the left side, centered by Lacombe and Pessa on the right side. Third line that we'll see activity out of Taunton today is Machado, Meaden at center, and on the right side, Arujo, I believe it's pronounced. Couple defensive pairings for Taunton Tigers. We have Lavelle and Millette, and Andrews and Johnson back on D. We got the national anthem coming up here, Bob.
All right, and we'll give that lineup for Chelmsford in a minute. Okay, here we are back to Volpe Forum, and again, as we said, Jack gave the lineup for the Taunton High School Tigers, and here's the lineup for the Chelmsford High School Lions. We've got the Tigers against the Lions. Number 5, O'Coin. Number 6, Eric Ryan. And 15, Dave Robinson, I think will be the starting lineup with Brad Kelly and Jason Ryan on defense. The second line, Andy Gilpin, as far as I know, DeRosa and Mackerel, we'll see. Lindstad and Bonin on defense, and that third line. And Trahan could be playing that second line, we'll see. Trahan number 19, Mike Curtis number 9. And Rick Hodger is in there too, so there's going to be a few changes, and then Tim McDonald. But we'll see how things line up. For that first line will probably stay the same, Jack.
I would think so. It has essentially all year, but again, as we were talking before we came on, the balance of the lines, we're going to see a little bit of a mix-up from what we've seen historically. It looks like Joe Miller out there, one of the striped shirts. I don't know who the other official is this afternoon, but Joe Miller is one of those the Zebras today.
Okay, in goal for the Chelmsford team will be Jenkins. And in goal for the Taunton team will be that person we talked about, B.J. Bailey. Here's the play into the Chelmsford line, into the Chelmsford zone. Kelly with the puck, trying to get out, up against the boards. Taunton with the puck, back of the net, working hard. Robinson working hard. Passes up to O'Coin. Here comes O'Coin, and they're going to hit him. It's deep into the zone for Taunton. Defenseman playing with the puck behind the net. There's a break-up and a try to push in front of the net, didn't work. Robinson, a good play. Here comes O'Coin, a shot, a save, a nice kick-out save.
Very quick kick.
Kid's good. Okay, back on defense for Chelmsford is Ryan. Kelly up to O'Coin in the zone, back out of the zone, neutral ice play. Kelly again on net, and another save. There's two right away. And a pass out, and that's going to be icing.
No, it got handled by Jenkins.
Okay.
It would have gone through the crease.
Kelly with the puck behind the net. We got that second line on with Gilpin, Mackerel. And here comes Gilpin. High side.
Oh boy.
Two saves and a glove save. He went for the 5-hole, came up short, and hit the on a rebound, hit the glove, and came up short again. So this kid can move. He's quick. He's got a good glove.
Bob, I had my stick up in the air. I thought that Galpin shot was 5-hole, got smothered. He jumped on the rebound, and that also got smothered by this exceptionally quick goaltender.
Boy, this 4 shots within a minute.
Another
shot.
Bang shot.
Boy, another shot. This 5, 6. This is going to be a lot of rubber. This kid's going to see Mackerel in the corner, working hard. Mackerel still with the puck, back to the defenseman. Bonham misses, and here comes a 2-on-1. Kelly back, takes the man. Good play, takes the man. Very well done by Brad Kelly. What do you think of that play?
Well, we had the pass up the boards to the left point, and Bonham just had a tough play. It came off the boards only about 3 feet in front of him. He took the swipe at it and just misclicked a little bit, but quickly back to neutralize that initial 2-on-1 breakaway, turned into the even strength 2-on-2.
Okay, we got that third line, and there's been a little bit of a change. Hadger will take the face-off instead of Curtis. Trahan's out there, and also DeRosa. So we got a few changes here. We'll see what happens. Here comes Taunton out, keeps it in. They're sticking Chelmsford with a little bit of, beat them to the puck a little bit. A shot very wide, very high to the right of Jenkins. Okay, number 7, DeRosa. The puck's in neutral ice. Good play by McDonald. Timmy McDonald, I should say. Hadger.
Timmy lays the body on a Taunton player trying to move up.
Okay, the puck is into the zone, and that's going to be waved off. And here comes Taunton again. And a nice hit by DeRosa, and he can stick it once in a while. He went down, though.
Yeah. They're attacking him behind the net here.
Oh, a nice hit by
Finally cleared out by Taunton.
21, Hadger. I'm sorry, that was Ryan. Here comes Chelmsford. Timmy McDonald on the puck. A shot in, saved by Jenkins. A long, long 60-footer, 65-footer. Here comes Chelmsford. Nice pass. McDonald in. They're going to change it up. That's in deep, and they should come out with their first line. O'Coin's line. Ryan. All right, back in. Robinson
Runs out and puts the body on one of the wings, immediately putting pressure on Taunton.
Okay, in the neutral zone, they phase that off, and the goalie will handle that. The goalie can play a little bit here. Whoop. Nearly a near goal there, Jack.
Bob, the goalie again, who is down and prone here, showed how agile he is even behind the net. Handled the puck more than a coach would want to see a goalie handle the puck, and moved it into the corner, and that was actually knocked down by Ryan and thrown in front to result in that stoppage of play.
You know, I think they'll let him roam a little bit, Jack. Good point, because of his reflexes. I mean, he can handle a puck. He's very agile and quick. Okay, here's a face-off. Chelmsford a shot. And a save by one of their defensemen. Back out to the defense. Barnum with the puck. Barnum can't keep the puck in. Okay, they got it clear. Barnum puts the puck in. And here they come again. Chelmsford's going to try to stick it. Number 10, O'Coin. And Chelmsford, oh, got a 2-on-2, maybe a 3-on-2. We'll see what happens. They dump the puck. And there's going to be no... Okay.
Well, they're having a little fun in front. Robinson got back very, very quickly, covered that third man. So, again, Bob, as you mentioned, as they came across the red line, it almost looked like it was a 3-on-2 developing, but Robinson's back-checking, again, created equal strength.
And then what happens there, Jack, is it puts an awful lot of pressure when you take that one man away on the puck carrier. So nothing really happened. He was pressured a little bit, had to get the shot off quickly, and nothing really transpired. We're going to have a face-off, and I think that's Gelpin taking the face-off, Jack.
Yep.
Okay, the play is Trahan with Gelpin, and here comes Mackerel. He's got some speed, too. All right, it's in the zone. Here comes Gelpin. Gelpin working hard. Pushed around a little bit by number 14, their defenseman. And a little bit of strategy. Mackerel with the puck. It comes out. We're going to take a chance. Lindstad. Now here comes a 3-on-1. Let's see what happens. Ryan plays the puck, and it's a shot on net, and it's a save. So that could have been the puck carrier. Didn't bother using those 2 extra men, and
I'll tell you, that had us a little bit startled coming across with a 3-on-1. Jason Ryan, singular defenseman back in this case, but the right wing came in, had to go to his backhand. Ryan saw that and moved over to cover the other 2 guys for the crossing pass and let Jenkins handle a harmless backhander.
That's right. Good analogy. Good analysis, I should say, Jack. All right, here comes a 3-on-1 for Chelmsford. A beautiful save by the defenseman, a backhander, and another save by this Bailey. A good B.J. Bailey. Remember that name. He's a junior. He's very small. He's about 5'2".
Eric Ryan, in that case, made a nice centering pass to Robinson. It was up around his helmet. Robinson, 8 feet in front of the crease, caught it, dropped it, let a backhander go quickly, and saw another stellar save by Bailey.
Okay, O'Coin will take that face-off with Ryan and Robinson on that first line. And let's see what happens here. The face-off, O'Coin's got it, plays with a little bit. Back to Bonham, the pass is off in the middle, and now it's deep into the corner. The players around, O'Coin with the puck, back and forth. Oh, look at this, O'Coin, you've got to get a whistle on that.
No call, Bob.
I can't believe that.
It's incredible.
That's terrible. First bad call of the hockey game. It's too bad. We've got 9:41 left, and that must be the 10 save, Jack, for that goalie, Bailey.
I'll tell you.
A shot. Ooh.
O'Coin just made somebody pay for tripping him. He just put the body big time on somebody behind the net.
Yeah, O'Coin might be small, but he's solid and does a good job out there. Here comes Baum again. A nice slap shot. Ooh, and that's the way to do it. And
there's a trip that's being called against Taunton. Ryan
that's a makeup call, I think, Jack. A little bit. Now we're going to probably keep that line out there. Maybe Jack will change up, but I would say that he's going to keep that line out there a little bit. See if we can get on the board. And no, Coach Fletcher's going to change that line. So the power play is going to be that second line.
Well, we got that power play beginning with 9:19 left in the first period. Yeah, we are seeing the change. We got Scotty Trahan on the right side, Galpin at center,
and Mackerel
on the left.
Okay, defense would be Ryan and Kelly. A shot, a save, back, takes their time. Mackerel can't get the puck back to the defense. There's a shot, another nice save. They'll call that, and that'll be out for the left face-off circle. The kid's good.
I'll tell you, that one came through a forest of legs, and he saw that only about 20 feet, 15 feet in front of him, and threw out the stick in the pad, and it flew out of the rink.
Doesn't he have nice pads and in good control, too? Really nice. He's got a nice glove, a nice stick. Okay, back. Here comes their power play. Coming around, Ryan with the puck. Over to his brother, a shot, and
there we
in!
go.
There we go, a tap. That's the only way you're going to score in this kid. It's a deflection, and very, very well done. A nice shot from the point by Ryan, and I don't know who tapped it in.
You know, I believe his brother got it. I believe. You know, it didn't. The direction didn't change so much as the speed did. It slowed it down a little bit, moved it off a tad to the right. It looked like, and beat a goalie who made a nice attempt at it.
Okay, we have Kahns back, who's been hurt all season. He's playing left wing on the second line. Or I should say it's third line mixed up a little bit. We have Kahns, Curtis, and Galpin, I think that is. So Fletcher's kind of playing everybody here today, and he's...
I think it's Ronnie DeRosa on the right side. I'm not sure, Bob.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It is DeRosa.
All right, I thought that was number 2. 7 looks like 2 sometimes.
Bob, you should see how 6 looks like 9.
Yeah.
Especially when you're falling downstairs.
Oh, yeah, but we've had fun doing that, haven't we, Jack, in the past? Okay, here comes the puck. Ryan with the puck, a pass up. Curtis almost connected. Okay, into the zone deep, semi-deep, and they're working. Kahns is working hard, and that could be an icing. If she makes
That's
it
being
home.
waved off.
Okay.
It's going to have to be handled by Ryan. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, in front. You got to watch that. Okay, Lindstad with the puck, try to play off the boards that didn't materialize, and here comes Ryan again. Back over to Lindstad. Come on, you got to get that puck out of there. Okay, in the middle, all neutral zone play here. Oh, there's a trip. Grab him on that one.
You know, another flagrant trip, and I glanced at the line or one of the refs as he was looking at that, and he hesitated putting his hand up here. I'm surprised.
Doesn't make sense, Jack. Well, we got one back. Let's see what happens now. We got that first line out there, Ryan, Mackerel, and O'Coin, and they play well together. And they use their defensemen a lot in that power play, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. Defensively, Kelly and Ryan haven't been called on too much in their own end, but we're going to see him go to work here with a slap shot right away by Kelly that was deflected wide.
Another one. See, they got that kid out there in the front of the slot, just waiting for a deflection. Now the defenseman. Here comes Mackerel, a shot and a save by their defenseman, and he looks hurt a little bit. Another shot. Kelly, a shot on the ice. What a save.
What a save is right, Bob.
What a save.
I'm sure we got a picture of how the goalie was down, really spread eagle. He covered the entire crease, it seemed, with his pads.
Butterfly. It's almost a butterfly, isn't it, Jack?
Really, it was unbelievable. Good save.
That save was in the 5-hole, and believe me, I really think the kid wanted to put it in the 5-hole because that puck was right on the ice. A beautiful shot by Kelly. Back and forth, and here comes another shot by Ryan. Another save, a glove save. Okay, they're right on top of him, and the defense for Taunton not playing bad. They've probably stopped 3 or 4 good shots.
Well, he's been screened a few times, but that one he had a clear view from as it came off the stick. Defense is clearing out a little bit more than they had initially in front of their own crease.
We don't have anyone counting total shots here. Here comes another one by Kelly.
Actually, I'm trying to keep score. Early on,
All right, here's the play. I guess we do have some coverage on those shots. Ryan with the puck, and he's going to skate it back out. So we got some coverage for a defenseman here. Ryan with the puck. They're breaking out a little bit.
About 35 seconds left in this power play.
Okay, 35 seconds. It's in deep. All right, let's see if we can get it back to Kelly. Now see how Kelly pinches in?
Yep.
Really, really tight. So they're playing a real strong, tight box. Oh, it hit the post. That was a little bit on the side, and that was by O'Coin. And again, here comes Ryan. Keep it in, boys. That's it, in deep. Good play. Mackerel lets the puck go. Here comes O'Coin. They know what O'Coin's going to do with the puck. And here comes the captain, Eric Ryan, moving around, back to the fence. This will be a shot, a save, a shot, a save, and it's still loose. Still loose. Here's Ryan, the captain, with the puck, back to the defenseman, and that's definitely, nope, it's not definitely.
Being handled was potentially ice just as the penalty was killed by Taunton.
6:17 left. Here comes Chelmsford to score 1-0 Chelmsford. 3-on-1, 3-on-2, shot, save, shot, save. 2 more, 3 more. He's got 3. That was rat-a-tat-tat, Jack.
It sure was. 3 quick shots.
Chelmsford trying to hold the puck in. Here comes Taunton, breaks out. And Chelmsford with the puck, and they'll change that line up. Here comes the second line. Here comes Taunton. They've had a little bit of a break in. Who's this? Scotty Trahan, a shot, save,
my
and a
goodness.
goal. What a beautiful play by Scott Trahan. The kid's playing good hockey.
Scott jumped in, came off the bench like a flash, and broke up what turned out to be a bad pass by Taunton. Intercepted it, threw a backhand over to Galpin, who finished the play against a hopelessly undefended goalie.
There's no way that goalie had a chance with that. He was down and out on Scotty's move, trying to put it on the right corner. And beautiful pass. I mean, you couldn't have made a better play. All right, here comes Chelmsford. And that's going to go in. Deep, Robinson with the puck. All right, back. Trahan with the puck, and here comes another one. And here comes another shot. Ooh, and just missed that left corner. A nice shot by Bannon. And they've got him pinched in good now. Scott Trahan really threw a nice check behind the net. Bannon with the puck in deep. Trahan with the puck in deep. So they're playing now. They're on. They're going to just keep firing away. Well, that's quite a few. Let's see if we can get it.
I really have unofficially tallied at 18 shots for Chelmsford with about half a dozen for Taunton with about 5 minutes left to go in the first period.
Jack, if anything, you might be a little bit low, but I would say you're right around that area. It's hard to tell. There's just been a lot of rubber thrown at the kid, but he's done well. The 2 goals that were made by Chelmsford were a deflection, and he was down and out in the second goal with no chance at all, and just a tap in. Lindstad back on defense with Jason Ryan.
We got Carnes on the left, Hajar centering, and Tim McDonald on the right side.
All right, there's a little bit of a fight in the side there to get the puck out, and here comes Taunton. Here come the Tigers. And a check missed by Ryan and a shot which is high.
Yeah, Lindstad deflected that out of the rink.
That'll be off to the right.
Shot.
I'm sorry, Jack.
No shot on net there either.
Yeah, that's right. So that'll be off to Jenkins' left face-off circle. And number 8 for Chelmsford will take the face-off. That's Rick Haja. And Rick's somebody that stepped up and has been playing a little bit of time for the Chelmsford varsity. Shot that can't get out, and here comes number 11. Who is that number 11?
That's Carnes?
That's Carnesy. Yep, Ryan Carnes is back, and he's working the puck. And Bannon hit a little bit. Now we got a 2-on-1. Nice play by Kelly. Nice play
Kelly
by
just
Kelly.
rides the attacker right off.
Jack, doesn't the kid play a good, smart game of hockey or what?
He sure does.
Plays the.
It's been a great year for him,
Yeah.
where they haven't used a whole lot of defensemen.
Tim
McDonald
McDonald
breaking in, just wide left, out of the rink.
Well, a little bit harder, a little bit lower, and he might have had the third goal for Chelmsford of the period. That was not a save. Gee, I think what's become more important in the game is not the game itself, but how many saves this kid is going to make. In the first period so far, we're close to 20 shots with 4:03 left. I mean, this could be a record.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We have the first line out there again.
All right, here comes Ryan, Jason Ryan with the puck along the boards, and here's a breakout. And here comes O'Coin. Watch out for O'Coin. He's a magician. Back, and then a shot, give and go, a shot. Oh, and another save. We've got another save there. All right, here comes Taunton, and that's just going to sit around. Jason Ryan with a nice move by Jason Ryan. And doesn't he play well?
Very nice spin move there.
Okay, O'Coin, nice pass. Here comes Robinson. He's got O'Coin, little flick. And the net, and that's not a save, but boy, I'll tell you, O'Coin was a little deep.
Yeah,
Jack.
he was deep. The pass was a tad deep, but it was the right thing to do.
I think so.
They were spread out, and again, we saw some incredible agility by the goaltender, who got over very quick to cover the shot had it come out, and goal is knocked off its support, and we got face off to the left of the goalie here.
You know, Jack, I like the way this line played that last run, that last shift. You got Mackerel, Galpin, and Trahan, and I'll tell you, this team kept that puck down there.
They sure did. It started as soon as they jumped over the boards, too. They came out like they were all on a mission and broke up a play just inside the blue line. Let's see what they do this time.
All right, the face-off circle to the left of the Taunton goalie, Bailey. Shot, save with a stick. He's down, he's low. Another save, and they're all over those forwards.
Yeah, it's, again, very aggressive play by a line that clearly wants more ice time. They're skating hard. They're putting the puck in front and having their way the past couple shifts here.
I'll tell you, this kid Todd Lovell and Matt Millette, who play defense for Taunton, have put their weight around, and I'm impressed. They're doing the best they can with what they have. And they're playing good, but they're going to be playing 4 defensemen the whole game. Another shot, and that was blocked. So they're blocking a lot of shots, and there's another save. So the kid is really 3 minutes and 14 seconds left, and we're up to 22 shots already on this goalie. And boy, the kid is just playing a great game. He's low. He's low anyway. He's like myself. Low, but with a good set of eyes and good reflexes. I don't have those anymore.
Bob, I was wondering when you were going to stop. We'll be getting calls from your wife, Kit, later.
She tells the truth. I don't. I exaggerate. Okay, behind the net. Here comes Taunton trying to get the puck out.
Mackerel puts the big-time body on him.
A shot. Here comes Strahan back to the defense. Lindstad. Just a quick shot. And
very nice puck movement, and it looks like Mackerel may have skated through the crease.
So that'll be outside, I guess. Huh,
yeah,
Jack?
he had a lot of help getting into the crease by the defenseman from Taunton. I believe it was Andrews.
What is the ruling on that, Jack? If he's pushed by the defensive team, then they don't call that. If he's not intentionally in the crease, it comes outside the line.
I believe so. The level of intent, though, is always subject for discussion. I'll have to defer that one to Mr. Coakley when he gets back in town.
Yeah, Mr. Coakley's doing a game out in the Bahamas.
Is he really?
Yeah, here comes Taunton, 2-on-1. Broke right by the defense. Brad Kelly was left in a dust. Ooh, Galpin with a nice move and deep. Good move, Galpin. Now we'll change him up and get some fresh legs out there.
Mackerel.
That line was up there for a long time.
They sure were.
Jack,
you know, they've earned some ice time here, playing really, really well offensively. Mackerel is still out here.
Bonham playing with it. Here comes Mackerel. He's going to get it in deep.
And he changes himself up there with that long shot on net.
Yeah, and he's fighting now. We got number 7, DeRosa. Is that DeRosa? Yeah.
Yep.
And they're just going to clear that puck out of there. That might be handled by the goalie. We have 2 minutes left in the first period.
We got Curtis centering DeRosa and McDonald here with, again, 2 minutes left in the game, in the first period. Right?
Curtis is hit. Now they're getting each other. Spread out, boys. They're getting each other's way here. All right, Brad Kelly with the puck. Doesn't lose it too often, although I spoke too soon. A shot out, a save, and I shouldn't say a save, and a goal by Taunton.
I'll tell you, that's too bad. We got 1 minute and 39 left in the first period in a game where Chelmsford's outshot 5-1 almost, 4-1 in this first period, and it looks like we're going to head into the intermission with a 2-1 margin only. So we had a Taunton fella totally undefended in front of that net for a while. I believe it was Lavelle.
What happened was, and I think we put the voodoo on the poor kid, Brad Kelly. We've been talking about how good he's been back there, and he hasn't made a lot of mistakes. He did lose the puck, and they just capitalized on it, but Brad's done a good job. I mean, a shot and a save! What a beautiful pass. It was a crease pass. He couldn't put the puck in.
Robinson, fabulous pass over to Ryan with another save.
Okay, the puck back, can't keep it in. All right, Robinson with the puck back to his defenseman, Lindstad. I think that's Lindstad. Back up, neutral ice play here. Lindstad with the puck fighting, Robinson fighting, and O'Coin trying to just run with the puck, so he's flushing out a little bit, and he's almost ready. Boy, does he have good reflexes. All right, here comes O'Coin. Well, they're right on him. They're right on him. They know what the kid can do. Whoop, that's out, so that'll be inside. Right to the right of the goalie. Jack, it seems to be a little bit sloppy towards the end of the first period with 51 seconds left.
Yeah, that's certainly the game looked like it was going in a direction that where Taunton was being outplayed clearly. But again, it looks like with less than a minute left in the first period, we're going to head in with a 2-1 advantage over Taunton only. And it could have been 5-1, Bob.
Oh, yeah, they have the, oh, couldn't keep it in. We have to clear now. Chelmsford, neutral ice. Brad Kelly up to Robinson, misused. Okay, here comes, oh, a nice play, but he was off balance, too far behind the puck, and couldn't get the puck over to the slot person for Chelmsford. Okay, pass out, give and go. Here comes Taunton. Boy, they're a little bit sloppy with their stick handling. A shot on goal. Jenkins with the save. Now here comes Chelmsford again, 3-on-2 as it stands. Pass. This should be right in the middle, and it's just a little bit behind the man in the slot. A good hit by the Taunton boy. And I'll tell you, they've been hitting pretty well. A little bit of a mix-up, and hit. Now it breaks out Kelly. Back. Kelly, a shot now. Let's see what happens. A try, a tip in, and that's the end of the first period. And that's another save, Jack.
I think that one went wide, Bob.
Went wide.
But still, we're talking about probably something in the area, 25 shots to 5 or 6 on a well-played first period by Chelmsford. One thing we did not see, and Bob, we didn't mention this. Tell me if you disagree. I don't think we saw as much body contact as I would have expected. Even as Chelmsford started to get their way in about 8 minutes left in the first period, I expect them to go to the body a little bit more. Any thoughts there?
I think what's happened in that first period, Jack, exactly. I think the Taunton showed the way as far as the body went, and their defensemen, although they had no choice but to go to the body with all the activity, I don't think that Coach Fletcher, is going to worry about the body unless the game stays close. A good point, though. If they don't worry about the body and they do let Taunton get some momentum, we could be in trouble, because this goalie is good.
You're absolutely right. You run into a hot goalie, and this fellow B.J. Bailey, they're in there hosing him down now, I imagine, but this kid's going to sleep well tonight.
Oh, he sure is. He's done a great job in that first period. Let's repeat those saves, and it's almost like a 5-1 deal. I think the Chelmsford goalie Jenkins had about 5 saves. Now, we're not exactly right, but this boy Bailey, B.J. Bailey, remember his name, he's got 25 shots, 25 saves this first period.
Boy, he's a junior too, Bob, as it says here in the program. It looks like he's a junior.
He's a junior, and you know something? Just to say that this isn't a fluke, this Old Colony League is Division I, and this team, Taunton, played Division II for years. This is their first year back. But they played teams like Falmouth, and they're not too bad. Falmouth is one of the high seeds in Division I. He made 49 saves against Falmouth and lost 3-1. He also had 56 saves against another one of those teams, either Weymouth or Silver Lake, that's in the tournament, and he lost 3-0. So the kid is good. He's got a 92% save percentage, and he is good. So Chelmsford's in a hockey game, and if they think they're not, they could fall down today.
Well, as we said again, Bailey may become the story here for facing more pounds of rubber than any goalie that they've faced all year. But you run into a hot goalie, and you never know what's going to happen. One of these two teams is not going to play again this year. We didn't mention that early on, but I'm sure that both teams are being reminded between this period and between the second and third period that this may be the last time they take off the school's the shirt for the high school. So that's what makes schoolboy hockey so exciting. This has been a fabulous year for hockey in this area, in the New England area. We've got the Bruins that really aren't doing all that well. But, UMass Lowell has had an exceptional year. Chelmsford, again, has a great program. And the surrounding towns, whether it be Tewksbury, Acton, Boxborough, it's really, I have not seen as much hockey excitement in this area for a long, long time, Bob.
Years ago, it used to be that the Bay State League and the GBL, the Old Suburban League, and the leagues around Boston and Metro Boston were the hockey beds. But I'll tell you, the Merrimack Valley has come a long way, and guess what? We have a big arena, a $29 million arena that's going to go up in the city of Lowell, which will be shared by the college, the state school, UMass Lowell. And I'm sure that Dick Neal and the MIAA might have something to say about that too. So you're going to see some tremendous, this is becoming a hotbed of the Merrimack Valley, this sport here. Merrimack Valley has always been pretty good in sports like football and maybe baseball, but boy, hockey's really taken off, hasn't it?
Sure has.
Well, what we're going to do is Jack's going to give you a little bit of information about the goals that were scored, and then we'll talk to Andy Pajak of Chelmsford High School, that one of the captains of the high school team, who's out, unfortunately, with a dislocated shoulder and might not see action. So, Jack, if you could give us just a little bit of a recap on what happened that first period, and we'll have a few questions for Andy Pajak.
Sure. It really, again, this is very unofficial, but by our best accounts, it looks like Chelmsford outshot the Taunton Tigers somewhere in the area, 24-6. Much of the play up on our left for the entire 15 minutes of play. We'll see what the second period holds, and how about we get this big guy up here instead of wishing he was out on the ice.
All right, if you could pass that along to Andy Pajak.
I'm ready, Bob.
All right, my friend Andrew Pajak. Andy and I go back a little bit. Andrew unfortunately dislocated a shoulder as one of the captains of the Chelmsford High hockey team, as well as one of the captains for the football team. He says he can take me, but he can't. We're going to give Jack Silk a little bit of a breather while he goes out to get a cup of coffee, and we're just going to give Andy, give him a few questions here. What do you think of that first period, Andy?
Well, Bob, I think it was a real good period. I think Taunton's goalie kept him alive for the majority of that period. He made some great saves. I dropped my hat to him. You know, he's a great goalie. Chelsea had its opportunities and just couldn't seem to put the puck in the net. But I think Chelsea shouldn't get discouraged at this moment. They should just keep going, and hopefully things will start to pop their way.
Jack and I were talking about taking the body. What do you think Fletcher's feeling on that? Is like we have a 2-1 game. We have a hot goalie. Is that going to solve their problems, taking the body?
I think it'll be a good solver. Maybe not solve the whole problem, but I think if Chelsea comes out, plays the body hard, and keeps shooting the way they're shooting, I think Taunton's in for a long next two periods.
Well, I'll tell you something. We can't let up. We got a 2-1 hockey. You know, Taunton comes back, and he scores a goal. You're going to have a fired-up club that's going to be hard to beat, and you're going to have a goalie that's going to be fired. So we've outshot them 25-5 that first period. And I'm telling you right now, if they let this team score right quick, we're in for one heck of a hockey game.
I do believe the next goal is a very crucial goal, Bob. It means a lot. Like you said before, if Taunton scores, it's a big lift for them. But if we lift, it might be a little setback for Taunton.
Well, that's right.
So I mean,
that's how that goal becomes so important. And now we have the team taking the ice. But another question I have for you, Andrew. What happens, what do you see as the big difference between this year and last year? Now, you played on both teams, and you saw all the kids that left the team, and boy, they lost 11, 12 kids. And now you've been a part of Chelmsford hockey for many years with the youth league. What's the difference between this team and last year's team?
Oh, I think last year's team, Bob, and this year's team are different in the fact that this year's team is, though last year's team was a good team, oriented team, this year all the kids seem to even be a little closer than they were last year. And though we don't have the talent that we had last year, I think we pulled together as a team a lot, and we pulled through the season very, very good. I think that's the main key to this year's success.
Boy, it's unbelievable, and it's not just the kids, it's the coaching crew of that Chelmsford High hockey team, how they could take 12 slots from a varsity team and pull all these kids together. We haven't really played a lot in the past together because we lost 12 kids from last year. So it just takes an awful lot of leadership and discipline and hard work to do this. Don't you think so, Andy?
I think so, definitely, Bob. And I think Mr. Fletcher and Mr. Dunn and Mr. Gallagher have all done an excellent job. Mr. Fletcher's had a lot of experience, and I think he's a great coach. He really knows how to pull kids together, and I think that's what he's done this year.
I think a big part of his coaching strategy is hard work and practice, is just making the kids work hard. Not everyone likes it. Too bad. If you don't like it, you got choices. Either play or don't. So, you know, he's got some numbers, so really to pull this team together with all the assistants, the two assistant coaches have done just a great job with Mr. Fletcher. It's just a good team effort. You know, the kids see that the team effort that the coaching staff has gone through, and before you know it, they become a team too. So you're right.
Definitely, Bob.
All right, well, Andy, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.
We'll hope to join us for the second period. Between the second and third period, we're going to start right now. Mr. Silk is coming back to join us, and we're going to make a switch here. Thank you. A professional advanced video production who we work for, a professional company would have coffee up here and, you know, maybe a donut here and there.
Well, Paul had mentioned something about budget cuts, Bob, and
no, but he...
bottom line, there's no coffee for you.
I know I got a no-cut contract, but geez, you know, a little coffee and donut would be good once in a while.
Well, you know, Paul's out there trying to sell some things and raise some funds, but well, this is a production of what again, Bob? I'm sorry.
This is Advanced Video Productions.
Advanced Video Productions.
Inc. So this isn't something that's the run of the mill.
No, it's not.
And
no coffee though.
No coffee. Oh,
no.
Boy. Well, there's our fearless leader over there, but he had his coffee, so he's all set.
Well, Bob, you know, we had a first period that we spent a lot of time talking about. Bottom line, we got a 2-1 hockey game here, and that's not where we're expected to be. Andy Pajak and I just discussed that, and you know something? And I think this is true. We have the next goal coming up. Could either fire up that Taunton club and have them skate 2 inches off the ice, and then a goal by the Chelmsford team could really frustrate the Taunton team. So big goal, I think, next goal. Okay, play-by-play here. Bob Kilroy and Jack Silk, Advanced Studio Productions. The play is in the Chelmsford end, and a little bit of hitting there. Ryan, the captain, takes the puck, and O'Coin's going to try to beat. No icing here at all.
No ice, they called it off.
Yeah, it jumped over the stick of the Taunton player at the line.
Kelly has to go back for the puck. It's in neutral zone again. Ryan with the puck, over to Kelly, trying to set up, back to Ryan. A little shot for O'Coin. O'Coin in the zone. That could be offside. It isn't. Here comes Kelly, deep in the zone. So we'll see what happens here. How do we play this? Goalie handles it, puts it out of the rink. Not a smart thing to do, but a little bit of pressure by Chelmsford, Jack.
Bob, what do you think? Did we just see dump and chase is a new or a little bit of offensive scheme here? We'll have to watch and certainly get another glimpse at it, but on both ends it looked like a little bit of dump and chase activity.
But why? I don't understand that. Maybe not. We'll see later in the game, but with the speed that Chelmsford has, I think they have a step on this Taunton club. I don't see why they can't bang, 2 passes, 3 passes, be in the zone with 3 forwards. But maybe that's their advantage to dump and chase with the speed.
We got Galpin centering Mackerel and Scott Verhan here.
You know, hockey is not a game all the time of fancy passing either, too, Jack. It's work. All right, here comes Trahan. 3-on-2. Trahan with the puck. A nice play. Pass over, shot. Score! Mackerel from Trahan. And Jack, this kid Trahan is playing some hockey. 2 passes, 2 goals he sets up, and guess what? We got our cushion, Jack.
Well, Bob, he came down, flying down the right wing, and his forward mates were right next to him. He made a beautiful fake on the defensive guy, gave him the puck, took it away, put it through his legs, gathered it, and put it right on the stick of Mackerel, who closed it, going a little bit high. Superb play by Scotty Trahan.
Boy, I'm
real
impressed.
Nice. Bang play.
Yeah, and that's a big goal, the goal we just spoke about. Now, this could either deflate. We'll see what this Taunton's team's made out of.
Well, we got DeRosa and Carnsby centered by Ricky Hajar.
Hajar working, both of them working together. That's smart. Here comes DeRosa, taken by the Taunton defenseman, back to the other defenseman. Okay, they're trying to break out. Their breakout passes aren't on at all. Now here comes on a misplay, and here comes a nice play deep in the corner again by Hajar. I'm sorry, that's Kahns, Brian Kahns. DeRosa, back deep again. Hajar, DeRosa, all trying to keep the puck. Kahns with it deep again. Number 7. Oh, and that looks like a trip, but no call.
Yeah, that was a strong play by DeRosa. He ran over the fellow and got tripped as he moved away.
A shot by number 23, Joe Bonham, and that's going to be kicked out to neutral ice again, and they're going to shove it right back in there and maybe change up. Yeah, we got a couple of changes here. All right, Taunton trying to get set up. They can't seem to get that forward in the middle to break out.
We saw a little panic there on the defensive player by Taunton, throwing the puck the length of the ice to get a change. Continued offensive pressure totally in the Taunton end by Chelmsford by that line as well. Right now we've got Robinson and Ryan being centered by a coin, with Ryan and Kelly back on D. I'm sorry, Ryan and Lindstedt back on defense.
All right, back in the Taunton zone with the puck. O'Coin playing around with it, still in a little shot, and developing into a 3-on-1. Now if we can get back here, a shot, a save by Jenkins, and a good one. In the corner, Chelmsford with the puck, back to Taunton. Taunton's going to go out in front in the slot, and that was a wasted play. Here comes O'Coin with a whirly-bird, 2-on-1. A nice play, comes in, shoots, wide. Back to the defense, use their defense well. Jason Ryan keeps it in. Robinson in the corner to Robinson again, a shot and a good save by their defenseman, 14, who's played a really good game. 4 and 14 have done a good job. And that does not look like icing, Jack.
No.
Here comes Chelmsford again. Pass up. Nice play by O'Coin. They're waiting for O'Coin to come up. Back over. A shot. A score. Okay, this could get ugly.
Mackerel. Well, it could get pretty, too. I mean, it depends on which side of the fence. That was a beauty. Again, bang, bang, bang. All three forwards touched that puck from the top of the circle in. And, you know, I'll have to tell you, as far as... they all get a point on that. I'm sure they all touched it. It happened so quick, we'll have to rely on the replay to see who tucked it in. But a beautiful sequence of passes. 3 minutes ago, as we started play, I suggested they might be going dump and chase. I don't think so.
I don't think so. There's too much speed and too much skill here, Jack. Here's a nice shot by Trahan, right on. Okay, there's another save. Jack Silk is keeping these saves, and boy, that's a full-time job. The goalie, Bailey, B.J. Bailey, again, we can't say enough about him. He's done a great job, Jack.
Superb job. And, you know, it's funny, 3.5 minutes into this period, he's only faced 3 shots. 2 of them have found their way behind him.
Yeah, okay. The play is in the Taunton play, and they keep it in. They
nice
seem to
job
keep
keeping
it in.
that puck in by Mackerel. Finally comes out. We've got a Taunton player hustling down.
Oh, boy, here we go. They're deep, though. They don't react quite as quickly as Chelmsford players, but they try hard. And that'll be icing.
And number 5 on defense for Taunton, Andrews, has played a good game as well. You know, it's obvious that there's been a lot of play right in front of them, but he's turned it around a couple times offensively. Actually moved that play into the Chelmsford end and turned it around, got back on D. He's shown made a good showing of himself so far today.
Probably need a few more kids that can get that offense going. So here's the face-off to the left of the goalie Jenkins, and Taunton's got the face. No longer out of the zone, back in.
Andy Galpin's line is out now, Bob.
Okay.
Mackerel and Trahan.
And this line has been their go-to line today. And here comes Mackerel again. They're going at it again.
Boy,
Number 2, Galpin behind the net.
They're working like crazy. This line is just constant motion, supporting each other real well when they've got control of the puck too.
A shot.
Oh boy.
Boy,
Mackerel got a piece of that, moved it into the goalie. Goalie made the save, and it appears like he is.
He's going to take somebody off. I would have to say it's the defenseman number 14, who I think have played a pretty good game. You know, the kid is trying hard to keep that kid out of the slot. Oh boy, we have a problem here. It looks like this kid Bailey is down and hurting. Jack, I hate to see that.
It didn't look, the puck didn't seem to affect him. It might have been the stick.
Yeah.
May have caught a little bit of an unprotected goalie flesh there, but I don't think this will look too bad. Bob, the way his day's going, he might be grabbing a quick nap. You know, he could use the sleep.
Well,
he's been a busy kid today.
You know something? It might be a blessing that he gets out of there. Well, we'll see. You never know. You know, it's a flick of a stick, like you say. It wasn't the puck, but it could be a flick of the stick, or it could be the way he turned his ankle, or the way he turned his neck, or anything. I don't think it's serious. Hope to God it isn't.
Well, we certainly have a delay here. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Bob, what would you say? You know, we've seen some really nice offensive play as we're just approaching halfway through the game. It really seems that that one line in particular has jumped up and wanted to take control of this game for Chelsea, and it's a line with Scotty Trahan and Andy Galpin and Maccarell.
You know, it's funny because I think they've found some combinations there that they like. And that line, it looks like they've played together. A little early in the season, Trahan was down on the third line. And I'm not sure where Maccarell. I think Maccarell's actually played on every line. But they seem to click. I mean, the last goal is an example. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, they all should have a point out of that. It just was done real well. And very elusive. Good passing, but smart passing. Not getting rid of the puck or just passing, but pinpoint passing, Jack. Well, here we are. It looks like he's going to be okay. He's skating. I guess it looks like his glove hand, Jack. He looks like it might have got twisted or something happened, but he's going to be okay. They're not going to take that boy out.
I don't think they could drag him out of there. He's obviously a real game player. He looks like he'll be fine. He's rubbing that left arm a little bit. Well, it looks like we're going to resume play here. And did our production manager bring you a cup of coffee, Bob?
You know, I still haven't got it yet. I don't know what's going on here, but if I might have to hold out next year. I can't keep going through this.
No.
We don't get much. The contracts we get are small. We do it for the love of the game.
Is this a union job, by the way?
Oh, that I think we'll have to see our union people about this stuff. All right, the play. Enough of this talk. The play is in the Taunton end as usual. Robinson, Jason Ryan back on defense. They should use those defensemen. Oh, and here comes O'Coin. Doesn't he do that nice?
We got a minute left in this power play, and Robinson was just victimized by an interference non-call.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to call them all, Jack.
No.
There's just too much here. And what's going on here?
Now we've got a Taunton player that's laying on the puck.
Can't have the puck. It's Mayan. All right, let's take that face-off to the right of the Bailey, B.J. Bailey, the Taunton goalie who's played so well today. It seems like the pace has slowed down a little bit here. Let's see if we can pick it up, Chelmsford. Pick up your game. O'Coin with the face-off. Okay, Ryan with the puck in the corner, trying to set something up. They still have that power play. What are they playing here on the power play? In the corner. Back to the defense. They've got to use that defense. Now the back and a shot. All right, where does it go? Just left. That's not a save. Back to the defense again. Let's see what happens here. Well, the forwards are taking the puck out, and then Kelly's moving in deep. So what they're doing is they're interchanging the defense with the forwards. Now
You're absolutely right. Ryan comes around.
And a shot by Kelly and another save. And there are Taunton people are a little upset because Robinson went for the glove. That happens. You know, it's an emotional game. He's hurt again, I guess.
Yeah, Bob, you're right as far as the way that they're handling that power play. Ryan's been down in the left wing corner, and he'll come up around Brad Kelly at the left point, and Brad will move in towards the net, creating a little bit more offensive pressure. It's a nice move. They've made it 4 or 5 times during the power play today.
You know what? It also helps a lot, too. When the forward comes out of the corner and the defense pinches, it gives the forward more room, and he can see more things. So then the defense has the option of either going to the net or seeing what the forward does with the puck, move back on defense. I like that, too, because it really opens up the ice.
I think we're getting a picture of the Chelmsford bench here. Jack Fletcher got to be a little bit happier the way things have gone for the past 5 minutes, enjoying a 4-1 lead rather.
And you know, it's this second period hasn't gone with 9:11 left. I think the kid had about 15 or 16 saves. With 9:11 left, there's only been 5 shots or 5 saves, but we've scored 2 goals. So the pace has slowed down a little bit, but the effectiveness is there. And I think Fletcher might have made a few adjustments here. It was interesting for your comment earlier in the period of what are they going to do here? Are they going to run after the puck in the corner, throw it in, or are they going to try to set it up with some passing? And maybe a little of both, but it looks like they're going to pass a lot, take advantage of their speed and their deceptiveness.
Yeah, we're taking a peek at the Taunton bench here. That's tad dejected, concerned about their star goalie, who's just making his way up, sitting upright a little bit. Moving around a little bit more.
Looks like the same hand that he had trouble with before. He's gonna, no, it's hard to tell. Well, I'm sure the Chelmsford boy didn't intend to hurt him.
Oh, there's no call on that, was there, Bob?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
there's no one in the box. We've got 12 seconds left in the Chelmsford power play.
All right, we got 12 seconds with the score 4-1 Chelmsford with 9:11 left in the second period. And the defenseman, number 14 for
It's Millette.
Millette, is still out. Jack's telling me to get away from his paperwork here. So the total number of shots for the game with 9:11 to go in the second period looked like about 30. Is that right, Jack? Or
Yeah,
more?
somewhere around 29 to 6 or 7 right now. But again, we haven't had anywhere near the number of shots in this period as we did in the first.
Okay, we're setting up in the Taunton zone until the defenseman, number 4, gets set. We won't have a face-off. O'Coin will take the face-off for Chelmsford. And who's going to step up for the number 15, the defenseman for Taunton will take the face-off for Taunton. All right. Taunton takes the face-off. Well, he tries to get it back. Can't, deep again. They're doing the same thing again. All right, here's the power play. A shot, a save, and a goal.
Oh, that one went in.
That one went in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're calling it. That one went in. Right over the line. You can see it from here, Jack.
Coyne took that along the left wing boards and streaked right at the net. Wasn't challenged too hard by a Taunton defensive player, and it looked like it went off the glove, just crossed that plane before the goalie jumped on it. But a nice move by Keith Coyne.
And if it wasn't O'Coin, I think number 10, Robinson, might have had a tip, but we'll see what the announcement is. Jack can let us know about that. The face-off is at center ice, and that second line, that good line. Third line, I'm sorry. Carnes, Curtis, and Timmy McDonald. All right, deep into the zone. Timmy McDonald with the puck, deep again. Here comes Carnes with the puck. Out front, nobody there. They push Curtis right out of the slot. Here comes Taunton. Nice play.
Real nice play by Brad Kelly.
Oh, boy. 2 boys got hit there.
Oh, Tim McDonald put a solid piece of body on defensive player Angers, I believe, from Taunton.
And here comes Timmy McDonald. You know, that was a perfect hit. Both of them went down, so I don't know who got the worst of it. Deep into the zone. Timmy McDonald with the puck out front. A shot, save. All right, hit the post. Timmy McDonald, keep fighting, trying to get it back to their defenseman. Gets it deep in. Again, this is the way they play. Quick to the puck. Carnes with the puck. Back to number 9, Curtis. Back to Carnes. Back and forth they go to Curtis. Curtis with the puck out front. Curtis with the puck out front. Nobody in the slot. All right, here comes Taunton. Not much. Got a slot man coming down the middle. What can he do with the puck? Taken down nicely by Kelly. And now Kelly back. Going deep. Someone better cover up for him. Kelly deep. Mackerel with the puck. Fast. He's quick. Got the puck back. Out front. Nothing. Nobody in the slot. They're too deep in that slot, Jack.
Yeah, they're starting to back in on this goalie, and there we go. They're whacking away at the goalie again, and I'm surprised it's not a whistle. Oh, it's laying behind the net. I'm sorry, Bob.
We got a stick and a glove on the ice, but that doesn't stop Chelmsford. Gelpin with the puck. Back They can't get it 2-on-1 if they hurry. Nope, they don't want it. They don't want it. Kelly with the puck. Back to Bonham. Is that Bonham, number 23?
Yes, it is, Bob.
Okay, middle ice, back deep into the Chelmsford line. Back is Bonham with the puck. Oh, missed it. That's what happened the first goal. Got to watch that, guys. Trying to break out. Can't quite get the handle on it. Mackerel. This number 15 for Taunton's all over the ice, and he likes to hit. Good ball player. There's another save.
We got Andy Galpin's line out now. Scotty Trahan taking an aggressive run and creates a...
Again, creates.
You know...
Right on top. All right, 2-on-1 if he hurries. A shot, a save. A nice save by Jenkins.
Very nice save by Chris Jenkins. And puck cleared by Brad Kelly. It looks like, oh no, they're waving that icing off as well.
All right.
You know, again, Scott Trahan jumps out on the ice, makes a very aggressive approach on a defensive player for Taunton, who's forced to panic a little, make a mistake, and throw the puck onto the stick of a Chelmsford player. And it's due to Scott Trahan and this line jumping up in the face of some of these guys very aggressively. We got a tie up here by Chris Jenkins, and it looks like it's going the way Jack Fletcher had wanted to right now, Bob.
You know, you brought up a good point. Yes, I'll have to agree with you. He must be feeling a little bit better. But it's the way...
He must have coffee, too, over there.
There's a lot of people in the place that have coffee. There's two guys that don't, you and I. Now, what's going on? Look at Aronian doesn't care.
No.
He's had his coffee twice. Face off to the left of Jenkins. O'Coin will take the face off. First line out there is a whistle. Somebody was off over there. But, you know, we've mentioned about Trahan, not to belabor the subject, but the kid's a freshman, but he skates really low to the ice, and when he comes, he goes back and forth. He looks like a tarantula. I think I'm going to give him that name.
Bob, look at the size of number 8 here. Machado, I believe it is, for Taunton, is playing the left wing. He's probably the smallest player on the ice. He's been hustling all day, but the size difference between, let's say, he and some of the players out there is immense.
We don't have a kid that small on the Bantam team, do we?
You know, I'm not even... It is number 8. I thought it might have been number 6, but it's number 8, Machado.
Number 8, yeah. Boy, I give him credit. Okay, we have a face-off again down the Chelmsford end, and that first line is still in there for defense. We have number 14 and the captain, Jason Ryan, I'm sorry. All right, here comes Ryan. That's Eric Ryan. O'Coin on the right wing. Pass to O'Coin. Pass over again. A shot and a save. What a nice pass.
Again, bang, bang, bang. All three forwards touching that puck. And goalie looking sharp. But, boy, that's the way they're coming across that blue line with bad intent. That was an excellent play again. Almost
a gold-mouth pass. I mean, all he had to do was shoot it. But I'll tell you, the goalie was coming across that. He saw it coming. He went across. I don't know how he made the save. You got that one down, Jack? We're getting up there. Play in the corner. Out, and this number 8 we're talking about. Now we got number 2, another little guy, trying to get the puck out. And we're on him. We're on him. Number 5, O'Coin, takes the body. Around. Taunton guy. Around. O'Coin with the puck. The magician. What are you going to do? A shot, a save. A shot wide. This line's all over these kids.
Yeah, and you know, look how Bruce Lindsted's jumping up a little bit into the offensive action here. You like to see that, especially when they're starting to have their way offensively a little bit.
He's got to pinch in a little bit more. Now a shot by Lindstad. That's over his head and blocked by the defenseman.
A bullet that was blocked by a defenseman in front by Lindstead.
Okay, Jason Ryan with the puck. Number 5, O'Coin in the back. No penalty on that. Back and forth they go. O'Coin's held. I'd hold him too. Okay, the puck is again deep into the corner. They should change this line up, Jack. They've been in there too long. They're going after O'Coin. And it's again stopped by the defenseman. At the defenseman, here comes O'Coin, one of his patented. Oh, what a save by the goalie. Did you see him butterfly that and come up with that save?
You know, he had 5. He could have reached out and touched the 5 other Taunton players, too. They backed in on him big time. Chris Jenkins
Oh, a
two
nice
nice saves.
right pass save by Jenkins. Beautiful. And here comes a break. Let's see what happens. Get that line off.
We
And
got
they're
Ricky
off.
Hajaz's line coming on now, and Ricky put some pressure on him, creating a bad pass in front of their own.
And here comes Taunton, 2-on-1. Now we got Souza coming up. Timmy Souza's in there. A nice save.
I wasn't too clear on that. We had Ricky Hajar again creating the defensive pressure, putting some pressure on the offense as they're coming out of their own. Taunton's coming out of their own zone, and results in a bad pass by Taunton. So again, it's the defensive pressure that these forwards are putting deep on Taunton that's resulted in some real serious opportunities for Chelmsford today.
That won't happen as you go along in the tournament, Jack, but you're absolutely right. I mean, there's only 3 seniors on this Taunton club, as there's 3 or 4 on the Chelmsford club. But they do have some kids that are very, very young, and Chelmsford seems to have a step on them simply because they're playing in a tougher league.
It looks now like we've got Ricky Hajar centering John Steinman and Souza. A little bang-bang pass activity results in a Taunton goal, making it 5-2 with 3:16 left in the second period.
That's all they need now. You know, you get another goal by Taunton, and we're back where we started in that first period, so or the second period. So this game is not over yet.
Well, I think, as we mentioned earlier, when one of these teams is faced with putting their stuff in the garage for the rest of the year versus moving on, and we saw it last year in the finals at the Boston Garden, a game that for a while looked like St. John's was out of, they got back into.
Yep.
And you know, there's a lot more emotion being coming to bear in a game like this. And we have a dangerous situation in front.
Boy, here comes Chelmsford, but boy, he had to go down and make that save, Jenkins.
Yeah,
And
you know, actually Lindstedt may have blocked that, but it wasn't in the area where you want to be playing too much, like in your own slot. Good deep forechecking here by Chelmsford.
Good forechecking. McDonald's working real hard. Real hard in the back corners, sticking it. No, they clear the puck this time. Well, Taunton has stepped it up. There's no question Taunton has stepped it up. Now it becomes a game, and there's a little fire out there now. It was a little bit slow towards the end of the first period, the beginning of the second. Now you're going to see kids play with emotion. That's off. You didn't call that. All right, back into the Chelmsford zone. So here we go, gutsy kids from Taunton trying to get back into the hockey game, 5-2 with 2:15 left in the second period. And here comes Curtis out. See what happens. A little bit of a flick pass. Here comes Rosa, bearing on the right wing. He's going to pass that puck. He's going to hit the net.
Boy, he hit it hard, too. Looks like he's going to get up rather quick.
He hit it with his legs, I think, Jack, so he's all right, as long as it wasn't his head.
He jumps right up.
But the kid made another save, so we're still counting. All right, Chelmsford has to get another one. Taunton has to get another one. The game looks like it's out of reach, but it isn't. 5-2. Anything can happen, right, Andy? Andy says sure, so I guess it makes it official.
We got 2 minutes left in the second period. Andy Galpin's centering his line. Scott Drahan and Mackerel.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, this line's getting some shots and some chances. Defense, again, is taking. I can't imagine how many shots on net if it wasn't for the defenseman. That could be.
No, that wasn't offsides there.
No, very close. Okay, this line, again, is taking the body a little bit. Galpin with the puck, working hard. Kelly waiting for a pass. He might get it. Here's his pass. Ooh, nobody in the slot. Mackerel a little bit loose. Another save. And they're hitting the defenseman. I'm sorry, the defensemen are pushing that slot man out of there, putting him out of placement. So they're trying their hardest to stop this machine of Chelmsford. Galpin's going to take the face-off. That Mackerel is still out there. And we got Scotty Trahan. So this line's played well. Here's the face-off. And a fight by Galpin. Gutsy little player.
I'll tell you, I love the way he plays. He's real aggressive, plays real well defensively, and right there on the face-off, didn't necessarily win the face-off, but jumped into the face of his the guy he took it against to tie him up.
All right, Mackerel with the puck. Something's happened here. Someone got.
Well, the Taunton fans are pleased with a call. I'm not sure who's going out right now. Looks like Brad Kelly's going to sit in the box for a little bit.
He doesn't usually sit. Brad Kelly plays probably more time than anybody on the team other than the goalie. So you don't see Kelly out there in a box very often, but I guess they're going to put him in there now. Face off to the left of Jenkins. Jack, friend O'Coin, the Magicians out there.
Well, we got 1:10 left. Oh, a nice save by Jenkins with the puck loose in front. And I'll tell you, it looks like Jason Ryan got a little piece of that puck in the crease with something called his hand.
Yeah, I didn't see that, Jack. But
the puck was behind Chris Jenkins, sitting there dangerously, and Ryan was on his knees and got a whistle.
Well, that's good.
Minute left in the period. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Paul Aronian was coming up with coffee, and it knocked the coffee out of his hand, Bob.
Oh, well, he deserves it. All right, the face-off to the right of Jenkins. O'Coin's going to take it with that first line. We have a penalty on the Chelmsford defenseman, Brad Kelly. Okay, a shot just wide. Ooh, almost from the back. In the corner, a little bit of tussle.
Oh, yeah, we got to have something here. He's sending them both out, and we got a Taunton player that's upset.
Well, the crowd doesn't help. I mean, that was obviously two of them wrestling around a little bit. You can't call one and not the other.
Yeah, Jason Ryan will be going out for Chelmsford, and it looks like Gilpatrick for Taunton. Got 51 seconds left, Bob, coming up to the end of the second period in this 5-2 game, and we're going to be playing even strength at four-side for the rest of it.
All right, Jack Fletcher not too happy with that, and I can see, you got a kid that's all over you, just walk away, and boy, it evens things up, and then in the third period, you got yourself a man advantage. So it's a lot to ask a kid, but it's something that you have to ask a kid to do, and he's got to do it. You just no retaliatory, don't play this game, and get away from the situation, and then you really help the team. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, we've got a 4-on-3 situation here. I'm sorry, Bob.
Yeah, they'll keep its offsetting pen. Oh, they took them both out. Okay, so it's a 4-on-3, Jack. All right. Which I would say is better than what we had before. All right, back to the defenseman, number 4. He's going to shoot, and it's going to be blocked. Oh, blocked in front. Back to the defenseman again. Now here comes a shot. A save by Jenkins. The Taunton boys are getting a little bit antsy, and they want to get back in the game, and they get their fight, but just stay out of the crease, boys.
Yeah, with 35 seconds left, I mean, this is an opportunity for them to get it back to a 2-goal game. Obviously, they're working on some emotion right now. Let's just see if we can kill the balance of this penalty.
Oh, and that hurt. 2 guys in, just the way you're supposed to play it. Their captain, number 5, back to number 4, who's got a shot.
There we got
Moving
2 guys
close.
parked in front.
Oh, boy. They missed opportunity here. Put a little pressure on them now. Put a little pressure. We've got 10 seconds left. All right. 6 seconds left of that second period. Here comes the defense. He's going to let it go. And a save.
Oh, we'll have a face-off with 1 second left in the period to the left of Chris Jenkins, I think.
Yeah, and that'll wrap it up for this period. Well, you've got 1 second left. The score is a 3-goal game. Chelmsford's favor. Okay, the face-off, and that'll be the whistle.
Smart play by Eric Ryan, not looking to win the face-off, just neutralize the other guy and waste that last second. Don't let him get a cheap shot on net. Bob, end of second. It looks like the onslaught of shots on Bailey has subsided a little bit. It was unofficially about 12-7 or so in favor of Chelmsford, which would create the totals through 2 periods of about 36 for Chelmsford versus 11 or 12 for Taunton in a 5-2 game.
I think, Chelmsford made some adjustments, but I think also, I don't know whether it was the reason being that Chelmsford was off a little bit that second period, although they did make some nice plays, bang, bang passing. But it seems also Taunton might have made a few decisions in the locker room too, and that being take the body a little bit, try to tighten up on defense, and try to protect their goalie. And I think they did that. The shots tell a little bit, Jack. It's hard to say whether the adjustments were made through Taunton or through Chelmsford.
That's true. It's I think defensively you saw Taunton on occasion back in on their goaltender a little bit more than you would expect, but the Chelmsford guys were going right to the net. We had I think 2 goals in that period that were the result of all forwards getting assists inside the top of the circle. So it was a bang bang job by the forwards. We're seeing some guys work really hard, some guys getting some ice time that maybe they didn't expect, but they sure deserve, and many are making the most of it today in the way that they're aggressively pursuing Taunton and holding them to probably 12 shots, and not a lot of those were real quality shots. Certainly the one that the 2 that beat Chris were excellent opportunities, but we saw a number in the first period that were, gee, for goodness sakes, I think they were 60 feet out, and they were on Bailey, or rather on Chris Jenkins, and still count for shots on net.
The good analysis, Jack. We have to put things in perspective as far as the way the teams are seeded in this Division I playoff, state playoff. And we are playing, the Chelmsford High Lions are seated right up there. We are playing a team that I think is seated last with their record, just making the tournament 8-4. In fact, they only won 7 games in their league, and the reason why they're in the tournament is because they won a non-league game. They had a losing record but they lost their last 3 games of the season. They've played good hockey, good inspired hockey, so anything can happen in the game, but this won't happen later. As the team goes along, hopefully they will go along. They're going to see, Jenkins is going to see more rubber, and they're going to see a half a step faster than their opponent. So the Old Colony, just maybe a shade lower than the Merrimack Valley, but boy, I'll tell you, they have teams like Taunton and Falmouth and Weymouth, all reputable playoff teams, Silver Lake and North Plymouth, I think. Those are the 4 or 5 teams that have made the states. There are no walkovers, so that league is a league that got a slower start in hockey than, say, a Merrimack, a Bay State League, or a Suburban, or a GBL. So they're coming along just fine. They're expanding their youth programs. They've just built another arena down there. So there'll be teams that you'll hear about that in the past in basketball. You know what kind of tradition they have in basketball down there, Jack.
Bob, where are we going from here as far as the winners today are facing, I believe, the winners of the game between Brockton and I can't recall who
was it Walpole?
Walpole, I think, is
Walpole.
correct. Yeah.
So we have a Bay State team, and then we have again Brockton, and I think Brockton's in that league down there. I don't think they're in the Old Colony League, but they're in a league down there, way down there in New Bedford, and that's not a bad league. They're coming up and playing better hockey through the years. But Walpole, always part of a tremendous tradition, have been powerhouses in Walpole. Needham has been a powerhouse in that league. Framingham, of course, Framingham is the lead of that league. I think they're undefeated in the league play. Mm-hmm. But I think they're seeded number 2, and I'm not sure who's seeded number 1, maybe Malden Catholic. So there's some teams to be reckoned with, and Chelmsford is right in there, and they're going to have a legitimate shot at it.
What do you look for in the third period, Bob? We've seen some really aggressive play by Chelmsford forwards. And during the power play, the defense is moving up a little bit and getting involved in the offense. What do you think we're going to see? Any type of defensive play, or is it going to continue to be all-out offensive play by Chelmsford, do you think, in the third period?
Well, you know what I would do, and I would do 1 or 2 things that could put a knockout punch to this Taunton team. I would take the body, but I would just take it, and I would take it strong, and nothing retaliatory, but just take it strong. tire them out a little. They really only have 2.5 lines, and they play a swing. That third line only plays on a swing basis. So I would hit the body. I would play a little bit defense, because if you play your defense strong, you're going to create tremendous opportunities. The forwards are going to take the puck, but I would not pinch my defensemen in quite as deep and create 2-on-1s and 3-and-2s for Taunton. So I'd let the defensemen play back a little bit, let the forwards play hard in the corners, and just do what they're doing, get a lot of rubber on the goal.
Well, again, as the shots get tallied up, it looks like somewhere between 36, 37, 38 shots for Chelmsford through 2 periods versus about 11 or 12 for Taunton. Certainly another game, you mentioned at the outset that I think E.J. Bailey had a couple games where he faced as many as 50-plus goals. He's well on his way to seeing that kind of activity today. And even though it's a 5-2 game, this could be a rout, Bob. It could have been a rout in the first period with the amount of activity and rubber that Bailey saw.
We said between the first and second period, Jack, that the next goal would be very, very important. At that point, it was 2-1 Chelmsford. Chelmsford came out and took a 3-1 lead, took a 4-1 lead, and 5-1, I think it was, and the momentum was all Chelmsford. Now, Taunton came back and made a 5-2 just before the period ends. Again, the momentum is, I don't know if it's switched 100% or fully to Taunton, but they're still alive, they're still kicking. So again, this goal with 1 period left, 15 minutes left, is a key goal. And if Taunton gets it, boy, you're going to see some kids start to run around the ice. If Chelmsford gets it, I think that's going to do it.
Well, the Taunton fans came alive a little bit at the end of that second period. They got a call. They had a power play situation, 4-on-3 for a minute or so to end that period. And as I look at the scoreboard, it's going to continue for another 17 seconds with a 4-3 advantage for Taunton. And then we'll go to even strength at 4-on-4 for another 23 seconds as we move into the third period. We've got Chelmsford coming back from what looks like the last break of the game. I'd be surprised if this thing made it into overtime, but as you said earlier, anything can happen. So again, we're going to start the period shorthanded situation by Chelmsford, and if one can happen here, it's a new game.
It is, and I think if I recall in that last couple of minutes that their defenseman number 4 got some legitimate shots off on Jenkins, and they were right on the nose. So if this can happen 2 or 3 times here in the opening play, and they get back into the game, you're going to see a different hockey team here. Yeah,
I mean, with a 4-on-3 situation, it's pretty hard for that one forward to get up in the face of both guys at the point. And, they tallied up a number of shots. A few of them missed the net, but they were just teeing it up against Chris Jenkins there at the end of the second period.
Yeah, and he came up and, Mr. Aronian still comes back without coffee.
No, you're right, Bob.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. He asked me to come down here. I signed my contract. Everything's fine. We got our bennies. He still comes back with no coffee. Yep. All right, here we are at the Volpe Center, and Jack, we're going to open this third period with the first line as usual, but something different. No, I shouldn't say the first line. The first line center is O'Coin. And he'll be backed up by the captain, 14, Ryan, and Kelly. Donham, number 23. 4-on-3, Taunton with the puck. O'Coin again. Here's a breakaway by O'Coin. Big goal right here if he could tuck it in. Shoot, scores! Beautiful play by O'Coin, and that should wrap that. Jack, I'd be very surprised if that doesn't take the stiffness out of Taunton.
Well, it can't make anybody happy on that bench. They had a 4-on-3 man advantage, Taunton did, and that goal was scored just as that man advantage ended.
That's right.
I'll tell you, that's a tough one, but it's one that for Taunton, it's one that certainly the Chelmsford team loves to see, to score a shorthanded goal and create a 4-goal lead as you head into the third period.
And that was up top. He went upstairs for that one. Here comes O'Coin. Beautiful pass to Ryan. Shot and a save. A nice kick save. So the play is still in the Taunton. And here comes O'Coin with that patented across and a shot around the net. And we're going to get a shot right here on the ice. And a save, another save. And here comes Bonham, a shot blocked. And Taunton trying to get out of the zone, takes the neutral zone. And the play is all neutral. Here comes O'Coin, the magician. All right, he's in the zone, offside. That was a force offside as far as I saw it, Jack.
Well, it's he had been in there since minute 10 into the period, and O'Coin was out there really not doing anything except scoring a shorthanded goal, stealing the puck twice in the Taunton end, and taking 2 or 3 more shots on net. Just superb hustle by Keith O'Coin to start the third period.
All right, the second line, Galpin, Mackerel, and Scotty Trahan. This line has played very well, and they work hard too. Okay, here comes Taunton, trying to get that outlet pass. They can't seem to get the outlet pass. They get the outlet pass, but they can't hit the breaking forward. So they're deep again into the zone. They're going to try it again. They can't do it. Too much firepower on this Chelmsford team for this club.
Bruce Lindstedt jumped up there and kept that puck in. He saw that one telegraphed and was licking his chops to intercept that pass. He did and threw it back in deep.
Okay, Trahan with the puck in the corner. Galpin working hard. Galpin with the puck behind the net. Back behind the net, Mackerel. Boy, they play well together. Galpin again in the corner. He's going to get nailed. Okay, back out. And they're just clearing the puck, and they're not going to call that.
Yeah, they waved that icing off early. I was surprised. And,
here comes Mackerel, 2-on-1. A shot. Just missed the net.
I'll tell you, Jenkins missed an assist there. Jenkins making a 100-foot pass up to Mackerel, who just misses short side.
Well, it was a nice pass. I'm sorry, it was a nice shot. And you always have that breaking right wing. Boy, it's the same way in those a couple of those, either left wing or breaking right wing, and it was they were really steamrolling down there. Okay, we're going to have DeRosa, Kahns, and number 8.
Ricky Hajar
is out there, and Taunton gets the puck into the zone, skating hard. Number 1 got hit pretty good there in the corner. Kahns with the puck, fiddle, diddle. Lindstad with the, I don't know what that kid, the Taunton kid's doing all over the goalie. He shouldn't be there.
Bob, I had lost audio there for a minute, but I could have sworn you said fiddled or diddled.
Fiddled or diddled. You know, Kuzi used to do that when you were around.
We've got a whole host of people down in front of us asking you not to say fiddled or diddled again.
Or diddled. I might be thrown off the air.
Yeah, this is...
Thank you, Jack.
Okay, no problem.
All right, taking the face-off is Rick Hajar. And he misses it. Taunton gets it back. 4, another shot. All right, here comes Kahns trying to break out. In the middle, Kahnzy, and he gets hit. Oh, and a nice hit. Nice and low. Bonham hit him good. And a save by Jenkins. A little bit of activity around the goal there. Number 15 kind of skates through the crease. That's no good. All right, the face-off will be to the right of Jenkins. Does it seem to you, it seems to me anyway, that the pace has slowed down a little bit? The face-off is back. A shot.
Blocked by Bonin, who had some serious contact there just a minute ago.
Here comes Timmy Souza. Tries to leave the puck for Curtis. Nothing doing.
We got Curtis centering Steinman and Tim Souza right now.
And Curtis trying to get on the board here. Nice play by Bonham. Gets it up to Souza.
Tripped a little bit there, but not going to get that call at 6-2.
Curtis. Timmy Souza working the corners. Taunton breaks it out in the middle. Can't get a handle on it. Back to Brad Kelly. Okay. Over to Bonham. Up to Souza. Tries to click the pass quickly on a pass to Curtis. Here comes Taunton, a long shot just wide of Jenkins. In the corner again. Taunton put a little bit of pressure on. Nothing serious. Breakout, and here comes a pass. And if you hurry, and you can, Taunton with the puck. neutral zone play here. Souza with the puck, done well. They'll change that lineup. Here comes Eric Ryan. That first line, Robinson, Eric Ryan, and number 5, the magician, O'Coin. A push, and that's into the zone. O'Coin tries to get a feather pass, and here comes Taunton. He's got a shot, too. He'll let it go. Waited too long, too deep.
Nice save by Chris Jenkins.
Yeah.
Dave Robinson hustling. He's going to beat this guy to the puck.
He is. Okay, they're going to work the puck behind the net. You can't get that one, guys. Oh, a nice save by Kelly, and a shot and a pad save by Bailey. Bailey hasn't been that busy. He made a nice save on that one. Puck is around the corner, around the boards, and that'll be a clear. That'll be back down on Jenkins. Chris Jenkins with the puck. Brad Kelly tries to set it up behind the net. Okay, let's see who breaks. Looks like Robinson with the puck. Up to the magician, loses the handle. Neutral play, and here comes Ryan trying to get it deep into the zone. Won't do. Robinson trying to work the puck. Here comes Bonham, back to Ryan. And here comes the magician. Back, shot, wide. Playing with the puck, fiddle diddle. Oh, there I go again, Jack.
Oh, Bob, they're coming up.
Oh, a nice save.
Nice shot by Dave Robinson.
Beautiful, in the slot, done by O'Coin, right on his stick. Lindstad coming back. Let's see if we can set this one up. Eric Ryan, ooh, you gotta watch those passes. Nice play, nice pass, that should get things going. 2-on-2. Oh, O'Coin out of his magician, a shot. A beautiful save by Bailey, B.J. Bailey. How did he get that one, Jack?
Boy, I'll tell you, that was a score that he just took right away from him. Ryan's yelling at himself over there. He's got no reason to yell. There's nothing he could do. The kid had his glove on that puck just as the pass came over from O'Coin to Ryan, and he smothered that nicely. Again, a beautiful bang break on Bailey by the Chelmsford forwards.
All right, in the Chelmsford end. Don't get sloppy, boys.
Chris covered that one up, kept that skate up against the post, and thing never got out front.
All right, the face-off will be to the right. We've got 9:01 left in the third period. Chelmsford 5 and the Tigers of Taunton 2. The game is in hand for Chelmsford, but sloppiness could get another goal could make it a game. So they've got to be careful. They've got to look for one more goal.
We got Trahan and Mackerel being centered by Andy Galpin, who's breaking left wing. Oh, another bang play. Galpin.
And they finally score. You saw that one coming.
Yeah, Galpin made a beautiful pass over to Scotty Trahan, who was robbed, a la the Ryan shot. And Andy Galpin came around the net and tucked it around a prone Bailey.
Well,
real nice play, nice hustle by that line again, going to the net strong.
They've scored 3 goals tonight. They've scored half the goals, Jack, haven't they? That line's been good.
That is 3 for them. That's right.
All right, the score again. I misconstrued what the score was. I thought we scored another goal, so it's now 7-2, and this game is pretty well in hand. Although I give a lot of credit to this Taunton team. They haven't give up, and they're still expending energy out there.
Well, we've got Billy McDonald, or rather Billy Marcotte, and Kevin McCarthy out on D. This is their first shift in tournament play here.
All right, the play is at the Chelmsford and the tip in, just high,
nice
just
tip.
wide. Nice tip in by the Taunton player. Behind the net. And they're trying to get a shot here. Out in front, no dice. And 14 is going to take a nice shot. A nice save by Jenkins.
Well screened, and he just put that left pad down. Made the save. Nice play by Jenkins.
Very nice.
Coach Fletcher's getting everyone involved here with
yes.
McCarthy and Marcotte involved here in the third period.
I think everyone's going to play this game. I'm not sure if Steinman is still hurt or not. Haven't seen him today.
Yeah, he's been jumped out for a couple shifts with Tim Souza's line, and
all right, they change up now. Here we go. And someone's going to get right on that pass. 15 gets it in deep. 5 hustling like crazy.
we got Ricky Hajar centering Souza and Jonathan Steinman right now. Jonathan Steinman and oh, we got some activity over here.
It looks what happened, Jack. They were tied up, and Lindstad, the guy was all over him, and I just, again,
I believe it was
lost his cool, and then hooked him. Either hooked him or high sticked him. I should probably say high stick because he came up pretty high.
Yeah, it's Brad Kelly that drew that penalty.
Oh, okay, Brad Kelly. Yeah, okay, well, that's funny. That's
high sticking against Brad Kelly at 7:03 left in the third period.
I'm sure Mr. Jack Fletcher will have a few kind words to say to him after the game. Okay, the face-off by O'Coin in the Chelmsford zone. Defensive zone. All right, Taunton with the puck. And they're going to get another shot off here in a minute. No, maybe not. All right, neutral zone play. Taunton try to get in the zone. And they're in the zone. They're going to put it in deep in the corner and chase it. Okay, Ryan with the puck. Number 6, Eric Ryan, trying to get the puck out of the zone. And it goes out of the zone, and there's a O'Coin trying to get another breakaway. Eric Ryan, a nice pass to O'Coin, spreads the troops out, a nice pass back, give and go a shot. Oh, it looked a little wide. I don't think that was a save, Jack.
No, he went a little bit to the far side there, but a real nice breakup by O'Coin, who fed his line mate Ryan, put it right on his stick as he broke in alone.
All right, something developing 2-on-2.
Oh, Jason Ryan putting a big hit.
He's a good ball player. Eric Ryan, a shot. Goalie comes way out, loses his stick. So he better get himself a stick. The play is the corner, and O'Coin's doing everything with the puck except putting it in the net. He's done that today. Look at him. Fiddles, diddles. Here he goes, the magician. What's he going to do now? Well, a little wide. Okay, they're going after him a little bit. All right, again, they'll probably change that line up. They're tired. 5:31 left, 7-2 Chelmsford. Taunton's going to try to come out, and oh, a nice play by Galpin. And here comes this line again. They're intimidating. Right around and almost a stuff in by Trahan.
You know, Bob, again, this line comes off the bench with fire in their eyes. Andy Galpin runs up and creates another mistake by a Taunton player by intimidating him, by rushing at him, looking like he's going to create mayhem. And he is. Here he comes up on a defensive player now.
They're so quick. I mean, they've just got fire in their eyes, and they have so much energy. And oh, here comes Taunton, and here comes an open backhander, a nice save.
We got a delayed
right
penalty coming up here against Chelmsford as Chris Jenkins ties up the puck. We've got a hold, and it looks like it's going to be against, I think Maccarell. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, 7-2 with 4:52 left. This game is close to being over, although we do have a good crowd here, considering the weather out there, Jack. And a lot of it's Chelmsford. Of course, they got a long way to go, the Taunton people, so I hope they have a good, safe trip home. It's always nice to get by that first game with 4:52, 5 minutes left. I'm assuming we can hold on here, Jack. Up, here we go. Something's happening. We got a 2-on-1. You better pass the puck. It's a little bit late, a little bit deep.
I'll tell you, that was just a fabulous defensive play by
number 5,
Andrews, who's actually had a real good day.
Yeah, he's one of the captains, is he? Yeah. Oh, he's done a good job.
He steps up here again on Ryan. Oh boy.
Oh, what a play. The magician did it again. Well, he waited. The goalie went for the forward, and he tucked it right up in the right-hand corner, left-hand corner of the goalie. Wasn't that pretty, Jack?
Yeah, Keith O'Coin's done everything, as you mentioned earlier today. That play, he looked at Ryan, looked again. really thought about passing, but the defense stayed over with Ryan. He had the goalie flat-footed and went top right corner on a beautiful shot. I hope we get that on replay. That was just an exceptional play by a coin who I think parked cars earlier today as well. He's done a good job today. He's been busy as heck.
Oh, collecting tickets the whole bit. But you know what he does? He's in no hurry to get rid of the puck. He waits forever, it seems, and waits till something developed. He used Ryan as a decoy, waited for the goalie, and he had his eye on the goalie and Ryan and just flicked it up in the upper corner. Okay, the play is in the Chelmsford line.
A big run taken on Lindstedt, who didn't like that. I'll tell you, that could have been boarding, elbowing. Wasn't a charge. That's about the only call it wasn't. And
they're headhunting now, this Taunton team.
Yeah, watch Bruce Lindstedt, because he was not happy about that hit, the way he got up and looked around to check a number.
See, they're going to headhunting. And it's not going to stop until the game's over. I can see it, and they got to blow a whistle here.
Yeah, well, that icing was waved off with 3:36 left in the what looks like the game. Andy Galpin jumping up in somebody's face here. Oh, and Lindstedt takes the body of number 4 nicely.
Okay, the puck is at the Taunton net, and the defenseman's going to try to get an outlet pass. He does. Now he's got to hit that forward, and he doesn't. Okay. Well, we've got to play we've got to play this through. We've got to play it through, boys. And no one gets hurt. Keep everybody happy. No cheap stuff. All right, and they're going to change this line up. It's deep into the zone. Trahan trying to keep the puck in. Gilpin's out, and there's a shift here, but they've got us pinned back in there. We've got them pinned back in, and here comes a shot by Ryan. Didn't find its way through. And they're playing a little crap now, and I don't like it. They ought to get those kids off that are going for the head. They're cheapening it up. All right, the puck is in the Taunton zone as usual. And they're going to try to break out, but they won't, as usual. And here comes a nice play and a pass and a goal. No, nice save, two saves. Boy, that was a nice pass.
That was a nice feed by Tim McDonald.
Lindstedt's just going to put it in, and we're going to play the rest of this period down here, it looks.
Well, we got 2 minutes left in the game.
Well, this game is over. Final score should be about 8-2. Number 5, who's played a pretty fair game, has got the puck. It's just a matter of keeping the puck in.
Yeah, Andrews has played a good game, as has Lavelle for Taunton.
Here comes a
shot. Oh, boy. We got
8.
that one stuck in by Ricky Hajar, it looks like, after a DeRosa shot that bounced out the top of the slot, top of the crease. Again, some solid work. The game certainly has taken, it's not as crisp, let's say, as it was 10 minutes ago. Taunton clearly understands that this one's over, as is their season, and it's getting a little bit scrappy.
Just play it out, boys, and nothing more than that. The team of Taunton has played good. Don't ruin it by doing anything cheap. They've played with 2.5 lines, so they're tired. They're rubber leg, Jack. Here comes a shot, and he fanned on it, number 1. 15's played well.
Again, we got Billy Marcotte and Kevin McCarthy, I think it is, out there now on D for Chelmsford.
Number 1 again with a shot. And here comes 15. And he's played a good game. He's hustled the whole game. And he takes the body pretty well, too. Here comes Curtis, and chuck out pass to number 17.
John Steinman coming down right wing.
Oh, no one there to collect. Good pass. Curtis a shot and blocked.
Ooh, Steinman just misses far side with a backhand, then gets hit from behind.
50 seconds left. A shot and a save. There's another save. We've got to be close to 50 saves here, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, Curtis with a backhand. And number 17, Steinman, trying to stay in that slot, but getting knocked around a little bit. It's getting ugly now. This could be another shot. Deep. Play it out, boys. There's only 19 seconds left. Come on, whistle. All right, the face-off will be neutral zone.
Well, we got 12 seconds left, Bob, and we're going to finish the game with Curtis centering John Steinman and Tim Souza with a pair of sophomores, Kevin McCarthy and Billy Marcotte back on D. 9-2, Bob.
Yeah, it's turned into a kind of a one-sided game here. Well, that's it. All right, final score, Chelmsford 9, Taunton 2. There was no doubt in this one with about 10 minutes left in the game what was going to happen. Not quite enough firepower from that Taunton team, although their goalie, boy, is something special.
Well, they're giving Chris Jenkins his due. Played a nice game.
He sure did. He played a very good game. He's made some nice stops.
The other end of the ice, we got Taunton team congratulating their goalie, Bailey, who also played a good game in a 9-2
He sure
9-2
did.
one-sided offensive battle.
He started off really, really well. He did get hit a few times, probably loosened him up, but no, he's got some talent there. There's no question, and he's a junior. But you got to give the credit to the Chelmsford team too. They worked hard. It wasn't, sometimes you play a team that's seeded 25 with a team that's seeded 6th, and it makes the team that's seeded 6th not as good looking as their game entails. So it was a good game there for about a period and a half, and then it turned into a kind of a one-sided game. But our totals.
Well, yeah, I didn't keep totals in the third period. I'd have to guess that they finished in the third period with about 12 shots for Chelmsford versus about 6 for Taunton. As far as we had a couple guys from Taunton that played a real good game, certainly starting with their goalie, B.J. Bailey, as well as Angers and Lavelle both played pretty solid games.
Yep.
But Chelmsford team played real well all the way up and down the bench. Dave Robinson hustling, Acoyne is always doing it all.
Yep.
Ryan, all the way down the list, including the Galpin line that were jumping up in people's faces all day, which really I think created a lot of mistakes by Taunton and really set the tone for the rest of the team. Starting with jumping into guys' face defensively.
I think you hit it right on the head. That second line really put some fire into the team, and they were right in the puck right in their face. And when the line change happened, they weren't crawling over the boards; they were flying over the boards, and they were at full speed, 15 feet, 10 feet from the board. So they were flying, and they were out there to make things happen, and they did.
Well, I think things happening is the key to it, and Jack Fletcher certainly has a team that well understands what's going to make the difference between playing for another couple weeks and playing for only a couple more days, and that's hustle. I noticed as even line changes were being made today, a guy busting to get back onto the bench just to get his teammate out there quicker. Jack's made that point obviously to this entire team, and if we see more of this, here's a 9-2 game that in the second period, you and I were talking a little bit about it still being a game, but Chelmsford with its depth moved this thing away, moved it out of reach in a seven goal rout of a team that wasn't matched up with them, but they're still in this championship series.
Well, they won't be playing teams. They'll be playing a little bit more aggressively the next game because the competition will be a little bit tighter, a little bit harder, a little more aggressive, and probably with more depth. So everyone's going to have to pull together from here on in. The preliminary games are always tough. The first ones are the toughest, but it turned out that Chelmsford did fine today, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody the next game, and we'll let you all know about that, and that'll be on Monday of next week. Not sure where the site is. You can find that information out either calling the high school or looking in your local paper. But the winner of the Brockton-Walpole game, which will be played later today, will be our opponent. And Walpole's from a strong league, and they've played Framingham. As I recall, I always watch those scores. Played Framingham pretty well, and they're right up there, seeded number 2. So here we are at the Volpe Center, and we're going to say goodnight. And we really enjoyed giving you the play-by-play here for Advanced Video Productions.